and just, Paul, you can lead the questions.
Okay. So it's a simple question. What did you get out of taking the 2 courses, Shayna?
A lot of enjoyment. And for me, I was not familiar with the term serious leisure, but it was something that if I'm going to involve myself in something, I do want it to be serious but enjoyable, and I do want to learn. So that happened for me.
Okay, and did you find your experience growing from week to week or month to month?
Yes.
Very good. Would you recommend it to other people?
Hands down, yes.
Hands down, you would. Okay. Richard, what about you? What did you get out of the courses?
Oh, in both areas, Renaissance music and music and film, it really helped expand my experience and knowledge in both areas, and my appreciation for them. I mean, certainly getting to know the Renaissance music and composers, which I knew very little about, was a great pleasure, and starting to explore their music on YouTube, etc. Has been a really an eye-opener, enjoyable eye-opener. And the music and film is a really good example of how, when you start to learn about something in more detail, you just appreciate it that much more. And you realize in this particular example how, boy, if you didn't have the music, the entire experience of the film is very different, and usually much less dramatic or much less meaningful. So to really be given a chance to learn about how the music fits in, how it's used, how the whole project of the film was put together, and utilizing the music was a great opportunity, great exploration.
Now, I know you've tried some of the pre-recorded courses that are out there that other companies offer. How would you compare the experience of doing this kind of cohort-based teaching or on live streaming versus that?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest difference is you have the instructor right there, and you can ask questions. You can explore points that you may not quite understand or you want elaborated on. You can ask for additional information that might be available online or elsewhere. So being able to have direct access to the instructor, sort of on an ongoing basis and live, so to speak, really puts it in front of some of the courses which are pre-recorded, which can be very good and very good sources of information. And you can sometimes contact the instructor later, but you can't really directly speak to the instructor at that moment. So that certainly is very helpful.
Okay. And I know that, like me, you are a widower and semi-retired. Do you find, and I know you're determined to make more of these years than just stopping and sitting, do you find it fits well with your goals for retirement and your time as being a widower?
For sure. Yes, it's easy to put into the schedule, for sure. And quite sure you mentioned that they're recorded and might be available even after the courses. So it's quite flexible, and certainly making it a social weekly gathering of people with similar interests makes it a nice social gathering of interest, of something worthwhile, that's interesting, that expands your horizons. And it's a very enjoyable experience.
Thank you. Now, Murata has said, and this is a question for Shayna, Namrata has pointed out that you can be isolated at different ages, and you can be isolated in a crowd or a community. You can have things going on around you, but still feel isolated. I'm wanting to ask Sheena for a minute if younger people ever have a sense of isolation.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. And do the courses help?
Yes, they did.
Thank you. Okay. That is our goal. That is
Thank
our
you.
goal.
Thank you,
So
Paul.
thank you very much both. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, and I just want to wrap up by saying that that it's been such a pleasure thinking about what we are doing now. And when we were doing a market research, one of the things that came across, a lot of people telling us, I want something to look forward to today, right? I want to get out of the bed and I want to have something to look forward to. And that's something that remained. And this is why we are doing Seniors Junction, so that you have something to look forward to on a weekly basis and eventually on a daily basis as you practice it more and more with the new friends that you make through this program. So thank you so much, everybody. This was a wonderful gathering of the minds, and I hope everybody watching this has a purposeful retirement. So thank you.